Do you know what? It's been a busy day so far. I've literally come straight from driving that Javelin service up to St Pancras at 6 in the morning, and now I'm back at Gravesend to drive another train at 11 AM. Phew, no rest for the wicked, eh? Except this train's a little different to the one I was just driving. Yeah, that's a Class 37. You know how much I love Class 37s. We're today doing a little rail tour called the Medway Explorer. So, let's bring the thrash, shall we? Yes, hello again, people of the internet. Welcome back to another station, another mile. Welcome back to an ASAM Plays. We're back at it today, straight from the previous Plays video, where we went up to St Pancras from Faversham. We're now going back to Faversham from Gravesend, but this time we're doing it in a very different manner. Firstly, we're just going to unlock the doors. This is our train. Looks very different. That is not a SouthEastern unit, is it? I mean, that's an absolute unit, but it's not a SouthEastern unit. That is a Class 37 with 1,750 horsepower on tap, which is, I'm sure you'd agree, enough. Certainly a lot. A lot for what we need, anyway. So basically what this is a really nice option that has been added in Train Sim World 2. I can't remember if it was added in the first one, but I know it's certainly a thing in Train Sim World 2, where you can use locos from other routes on other routes. So this 37 is originally from the Tees Valley route, the Tees Valley line. So it's a freight loco that you run freight services there, but you can use it on the SouthEastern HighSpeed route, which is obviously set in more modern times, but you'd use it to drive a heritage rail tour. So you can see all the coaching stock. It's all classic British Rail Mark 1s and 2s. That's a Mark 1 guards van by the look of it, or luggage van at the back. The rest look like Mark 2s. So yeah, it's all classic stock. And classic locomotive traction up front as well. So, about to depart. Lock the left side doors. Now, the engine is running. So, master key on. Reverser forward. Train brake running. Release the brakes. So, which one is the reverser forward? Which control is the brake again? That's not it. That's not it. Does someone want to remind me in chat, I mean, sorry, our live studio audience, what the keyboard shortcut for the brakes is? I know what headlights is. Headlights on. Not that we need them, because it's a lovely, bright, sunny day again. Because, you know, why make it realistic weather when the... Oh, it's semicolon and thing. Oh, I see. There we go. Right, okay, so we know the brakes. Kind of useful. Oh, and do you know what? It's a warm day. I'll open the window. Hang on. We're rolling backwards, because I've taken the brakes off. Right. We put the brakes on. Hang on. I didn't realise we were on a bit of an incline. Whoopsie. No one noticed that. Right. I think the best way to overcome this is with some power. What do you reckon? If it was warm, you just open the cab door. We're not far away from doing that. No, that's emergency. It's emergency. We don't want to do that. Hang on. Okay. Didn't you say the Class 37 is your dad's favourite train? Not quite. That's the Class 52 Western. It is one of my favourites, though. Anyway. To stop the whole rolling backwards thing again, I think we should apply some power. What do you think? Throttle on. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Oh, we're wheel spinning. That's a lot of power we're putting down. Oh, the rumble. That's a rumbly boy. Oh, yeah. Here we go. We are bringing thrash. See the jets of clag spouting out of the exhausts, out of the roof. Just look at that. Look at this mighty machine. Jeremy Clarkson power. That is exactly it. Sometimes I'm basically Jeremy Clarkson, but with trains. And in this case, that's definitely true. So we are underway on the Medway Explorer, which is due to stop off, due to get to Faversham for 11:30. Oh my word! Oh god! Oh god! We're in like a cutting as well. The sound is, is echoing. Oh. Not to lower the tone or anything, but I am nursing a semi. Oh God. Oh my word. I mean, that is just spectacular. Everything about this is spectacular. Dovetail, I'm so happy you gave us the option to run heritage traction on all routes and do rail tours like this. Do you know what's even better? See, it's quieter if I close the window. If I open the window, it's louder in the cab. Hang on, let's open the other window. You know, it's just really warm in here. I think we need the windows open. Rumble. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. Can we please have a... We've got a speed limit in a minute, okay. Or have we? That was 45 miles an hour. The speed limit had to go up to 70. I almost feel like we need a speed limit so I can bring the throttle off, which we will now. Oh, no, we're accelerating some more. Just so I'm not just like, oh my God, the noise for the entire journey. I feel like that would get old for you guys quite quickly, you know? Oh, look. Just look at it. Drink it in. Drink in the majesty. Oh God, now the speed limit's gone up to 70. Oh, this is real scary hours. Meantime, in the back coach, some guys trundling along with their luggage. Like, do. It's nice and quiet back here, isn't it? Meantime, at the front, it's very not quiet. Very much not quiet. Is Majesty a brand of diesel? Good question. I wonder if there was a Western named Western Majesty. There was a Western King and a Western Queen and a Western Prince. And a Western Duchess, I think? This is where my dad would pop in, normally. To show you how much he loves, this is proof of his favourite diesel classes. It's the 50, Class 50, which he translated to me, because that's my favourite as well. The Western is his all-time favourite. The original warships and the Deltics, he can pretty much name every single one. You can just fire a number at him and be like, oh, Dad, D1015, Western Champion. And he'll just know. Every single one, pretty much. You could put him on the spot right now and be like, haha, bet you don't know that one. And he'll be like, yeah, yes, I do. Get on my level. Oh, the rumble. Oh my God. Meantime, I'm too busy just the rumble. So it's like you and aircraft. Ah, yes. Yeah, very similar. Power of recall is strong here. It's almost like we suspect that's where I got my autism from. You know, the whole special interest thing. It's almost like, you know, train spotters and autism. Bit of a stereotype, but it's kind of accurate. And that's no bad thing, because trains are awesome. Well, this train is awesome, especially. Oh. Except when you get bowled by line-side scenery when trying to take a picture of your own train. All right, that's better. There we go. Where are we going? Salty Dog, we're going to Faversham with a stop-off at Gillingham on the way. But we're going via location, as indicated for the moment. Ask me the registration of the first A318 commercial service. What was the first A318 commercial service? Meantime, we're going through the freight yard, and there's some Class 66s parked up, so... Yeah, it turns out for such a loud loco, you need a loud horn on it as well. Nice. Very nice. Actually, we can now let off the power. As much as I don't want to. We are now at speed. So we can pretty much coast on idle now. There's our rear coach. Everything good at the back there? Yeah, pretty good. They're just having a natter. They're just having a natter about their day. How many coaches have we got on for this rail tour? Hang on, we've got 1, 2. It's hard to count from the back here. Hang on. Let's count from the rear. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, is that? 10 coaches on. So a not insubstantial load for a Class 37. It was with Singapore Airlines, registration 9V-SCAR. Was it a fan of ska music? Did they play the specials on board? Sorry. They flew from Singapore Changi to Sydney Kingsford Smith. That is how geeky I can get. Excellent. I respect it. Oh, by the way, we're going through a station. There you go. How's for any spotters on the platform? Oh, if we put the headlights on. Headlights on, yes. They just don't really do anything. Luckily, we do have a cab light. There it is. You can have a look around the cab of our majestic machine. Interior lights A, interior lights B. That's not really changed anything on the dash, to be honest. Ooh, yeah. Once again, some funky Doppler effects on the horns. Go via location as indicated, 1.8 miles. So take a look at the speed limit because we're coming from. There's a dimmer on the dash. Okay, right. Sander. No, we don't need that. Aha! There we go. That's not worked. That has, but we're outside now. That's not really done anything, I'll be honest. No, that's the sander. We don't need that. Right, just put it to 50% then. You don't need that. We're good. We're good. And meantime, of course, I've got a fresh cup of tea. Because, as you know, why would I ever drive a train without tea? You know how Popeye had spinach? I have tea. Same sort of thing. Is it a switch on the panel up there? Oh, it might be. Hang on. Instrument light switch. There we go. We fixed it. There we go. We fixed it. Thank you, Small Chopper. 37s have pasty warmers as well. Oh! Where's the pasty warmer? Where is it? I know I think it's on the 66s. They've got hot plates. Or there's certain locos that have like hot plates in the middle where you can put like, for especially for long freight journeys, you can cook up some food. Or put a kettle on there and just cook up your own tea. Do I have a preferred tea brand? Tetley's pretty good. Yorkshire tea, all good. In the future, could you do the streams you used to do with Nay for UFC cards, like the stream you did for UFC 230? Oh my word! Oh my word! Whoa! Okay. Yep, that's not the right button to break either. We've done a slight bad. We're coming through hot. We're coming through Strood Station hot. Oh my god. Oh my word, that keeps catching me out. Why do we keep doing that? Okay. Okay. And no, don't stop. Don't stop. God. We've stopped on a hill again. Okay. Right, come on. We need to start again. Everyone in the train's just like picking up their like newspapers and cups of coffee and stuff. They've just suddenly gone like, oh, this is a nice Railtour. Oh! Now we're going, oh! Alright, we're moving again. This is your train driver speaking. I may have done goof there. But never mind, it's a Railtour. We're here to have fun, aren't we? It's for the banter. Or something. Anyway. Stopping does mean we have to start again, which means... turn the cab light off now. Which does mean... some more thrashage. It was deliberate, you see. And it also means, because we're coming up over the Rochester Bridge... oh, look at this. What a spectacular view. It's beautiful. And as we look behind the trees in the harbour, there she is. The Black Widow submarine. Just, you know, moored up there, because why not? Because, why the hell not? Why not just have your own Soviet nuclear submarine just moored up for the banter? Just there, look at it. Look at all the other, like, commercial boats, like the yachts and stuff, just like, sir, are you sure you're in the right place here? 10 to 11 years ago, I was riding a commuter train over in Malaysia. The whole train overshot a station and we had to reverse. You sure I wasn't driving it? Because I might have been. Over the bridge, into Rochester we go. We'll be coming through the new Rochester first. What a mighty racket we will make as we come through. That sub has a biographical film coming out starring Scarlett Johansson. Oh, I see, because Black Widow, yep. Oh, hello, there's a normie train. There's a muggle train, there it is. Look at them boring commuters on their boring train. Those trains aren't boring, they're okay. But they can't exactly compete with the 37, can they? I mean, that's just not a fair comparison, really. And I'm willing to bet these old coaches are probably more comfortable as well. Yes, I said it. I mean, just look at the majesty. There we go. We've passed through that section. Gillingham Platform 3. We've got to get there in 3 minutes. If we're still going to be on time. I suspect we're not. Especially given the speed limit is 25 miles an hour and it will be 15 in a minute. This is not what we need. To be fair, we should be ahead of time, given that I took those curves round through Strood Station and then up onto this line. A lot quicker than you're supposed to. I was kind of concerned the whole train would just fall over. But, you know, 37s are made of stern stuff. And apparently they've got a good centre of gravity. Because they really needed one. And you could tell we were just driving an EMU as well, which had throttle and brake on the same lever. Because I was just mashing the decelerate button on the throttle, and I was like, why is it not braking? Help me. Release the brakes, there we go. Oh, nice. And there's the old Rochester station we're trundling through. What's still extant of it, which is quite a bit, actually. Okay. We're going downhill a bit, we can coast. Now, fun story, I don't know if I've ever told this before in a video, but where are we? So that's the old Rochester station. You come out, you go down there, see that main road along there, and on the right, in one of those buildings, one of those shops, would be an awesome model railway shop called the Signal Box. I remember the amount of times I'd go down to Rochester just to get off the train, walk like 5 minutes down the road out the station, out the old station now, and go have a look around the model railway shop there, which is lovely. Unfortunately, it's closed now. It's a real shame. We're now plunging into complete darkness. I'm a little bit scared. But we are also in a tunnel, and we can accelerate. So, windows are open. You know what that means. Oh, there's the end of the tunnel. Okay. And we're not stopping in Chatham. My God, we're thrashing in a tunnel. There are ill lads, old spotters from back in the day, because this is a rail tour. Believe me, I've been on rail tours. That's most of the clientele aboard. Yes, they will be poking their heads out the window. Not too far, though. Not sticking their entire torso out the window, because that's just stupid. But they'll be sticking their head out the window with their ears, and they'll be like, oh, yes, there will be some my lords going on. And other such spotter silliness. Oh, look, it's Chatham Station. And it's rammed. Hello. I'm just like, it's a sunny day, I'm off to have lunch. I don't care. That was for the one spotter on the platform. It's like, oh, I'm waiting for the rail tour with the 37 on it. There you go. Hope I gave you a show, buddy. And we're back into a tunnel. I've also encouragingly been told by Ryan Barker in the chat, when we get past Gillingham, we can really hammer it. Excellent. We can really hammer it without fear of suddenly going around a tight bend. I remember my parents telling me that whenever someone closed the door on an old slammed door EMU, the entire train would rattle and vibrate. Well, you know, they just wanted to make sure that you'd closed it properly. The boards say that the rail tours are operated by Dovetail Games. There's some nice Easter eggs in this game. I like the fact that there's no real licensed brand, so they just have to make up loads of fictional billboards and stuff. I believe there's one. There's a band, there's a rock band or like a metal band called the Black Fives. Black Five, famous old class of steam locomotive. Ha ha. Ha ha, funny. Meantime, another lovely image. Oh, and we can speed up. How about that? We are stopping for a station in about a mile, but it doesn't matter. Bit of clag. Never hurt anyone. Except maybe the environment. But, you know. The rumble! The rumble! There's people in those houses nearby that, like, the crockery's shaking on their dinner tables. They're like, what is this? Marjorie, what's going on? There's the guy there with the newspaper. It's like, Marjorie, they didn't forecast earthquakes for today. And I'm like, no, but I'm in an earthquake machine. So, also honking at our fellow train there. Another normie train. Now, meantime, I don't know your go-to name is Marjorie. Marjorie! Just L lads, you know, like an L couple named like Reg and Marjorie, you know. Other names for old people are available, of course. Also, the great thing about this being a rail tour, no one really cares if we're on time or not. Because everyone's just having such a good time. Especially right now, they're all listening out the window. It's like, my lords! Spotters. Weird bunch, sometimes. And I speak as the son of one. Well, I am myself, but I also speak as the son of one. Including a story that my dad likes to tell, that there was one time where they were on a rail tour somewhere, and, oh, coming up on the station. We might want to stop here. Oh, there's javelin. Hello. Slowing? Yes, we are. Okay. We can actually release the brake a bit. Press 8 for free cam to get a good shot through the station. Oh, yes. You are correct. If anything, we've probably stopped a little bit early here. No, you can move again now. There you go. Got a little bit of a delayed response off the engine. Because, you know, it's not electric. L mechanical vibes. That's what we have around here. Oh. You just coast it in. Nice and Gertrude Phyllis. And Marjorie Tyrrell is always... Is that Marjorie Tyrell? Is that a Game of Thrones thing? Wasn't that a House Tyrell? I don't know. Yes! Objective complete. Oh, look at that. Unlock the doors. Unlock left. There we go. And take a screenshot. And then press 8 for the free camera. We don't touch the reverser. It's this button that's the free... There we go. Go down here. Who was it who was the actress from Marjorie Tyrell? I don't know much about Game of Thrones. I'll admit most of my knowledge of Game of Thrones came from Lindsay Ellis's like hour-and-a-half dissection about how wank the final series of it was. Natalie Dormer, that's it. Yeah. I can, you know, I can see where you're coming from there. You know? Sip of tea while we're in the platform. Taking pictures of our mighty machine means I'm at the other end. Oh, it's even got it displayed on the passenger information screens. Look at that. The Medway Explorer, calling out Faversham. This service is formed of eight coaches. Okay, my maths was particularly bad. I thought it was 10. Expected 11:20. Look, it wasn't that late. This service is operated by is operated by Dovetail. Yes, Dovetail, Dove Tours, the new Railtour operator. Have you not heard of them? Turn off the cab light. Faversham platform 3, 11:36. So that's 14 minutes away. Starting speed of 50 miles an hour. Think you all know what time it is. Let's do it to it. Let's go. Oh, the rumble. Whoa, whoops. Gotta be a little bit cautious with that throttle. Oh, no. Oh. Probably take the brake off as well. Oh, it's done the thing where... There we go, right. Okay. Brakes released. Got a heavy load, and it's wanting to wheel slip. Is it actually going to accelerate anytime soon? There we go. There we go. It's old, you know. It's like, oh, come on, give me a second. Oh, just straining. Look at it there. There you go. And then we bring the power on. Bring the power. Oh my god. Oh, you're not prepared. It's giving a show for the spotters on the platform. Yeah, exactly. There it is. Load of spotters and anoraks on the platform. Just like, give us a horn. Oh, yeah. There you go. Oh, yeah. Look at it. Mighty machine. As I mentioned before, this is my old stomping ground. Gillingham. And as I also mentioned before, look over there. That's the Chatham Dockyard branch, or was, in real life. Oh, it is modelled as cut off in the game. That's good. Attention to detail. I like it, Dovetail. Very nice. Over the level crossing here. There's gonna be some little kid waiting at the level crossing with his mum. Pass. He's like, Mum, what is that monster? What is it? He's like, it's an old train. It's very loud. Mum, what's that monster? What? Can't hear you. Thank you, Mark. Thank you for hanging out in the stream. Appreciate that. Trains. There's Gillingham Depot that we're rumbling past. Are there any trains in the depot? Oh, there's one over there. No, in case there's anyone in that train. Some funky Dopplers. So apparently we've got 15 miles to go to Faversham. So we better get a move on. How about that? Now here's a question. How does free camera operate? Oh, hang on. Sprint. God. Hang on. Let's go up here. Let's go up here. Let's go up here. Let's go up here. Trying to find a spotter location. Right, someone snuck up through the trees. You shouldn't actually do this. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm such a child, but I don't care. I love it. Doppler crank. This is brilliant. We do have a yellow signal. Why would you ruin my fun with a yellow signal? Why would you do that? It's gone green. I moaned at the signal when it turned green. All the people at the windows be like shouting, "My lords!" Yes. A lot of my lords going on. Oh yeah, I never finished that story about my dad and at one time with his mate when he was on a rail tour. And loads of people were like, for some reason, dressed up in like old flight goggles, like pilot uniform, like pilot helmets and like flying goggles. And loads of people on board had kazoos. And at one station decided to blast on their kazoos out the windows right at the Valkyries. So there was this train blasting through a station. And all the commuters and that on the platforms were like reading the paper, just looked up and there were loads of these train spotters in flying goggles. Okay. Oh dear. I think by that point in the evolution of the train spotter, we just accepted we were just naturally weird and we were kind of okay with that, you know? Anyway, there's a station coming up here. Hang on. I'm going to race the train. I'm going to race my own train. This is Rainham, isn't it? I think it is Rainham. Here we go. Here we go. Coming through the station. Can I get a screenshot at the right time? And oh, almost perfect timing. There it is. Speed. Everyone has now voluntarily left their seats, leaning out the window. Yes, but not too far out the window. It's funny when the whole rage about like people get butthurt about window hanging and all the controversy about it. Even my dad, who's like an old school spotter, he was like, look, even back in the day when most trains had opening windows and you could do that, you wouldn't lean more than like your head just sort of out there because you'd still be within the 6 foot and you wouldn't be in danger of whacking your head on anything at the line side anyway. You wouldn't lean completely like your torso out the window because then you're just asking to basically be beheaded. You're basically being an idiot. They even had bars on old trains just to stop them. Exactly. So even back in the day, it wasn't really that much of a... it wasn't like window hanging. It wasn't literal window hanging. It was more having your head out the window with some air in your face and you can hear the train better. And besides, when you're going like 70, 80 miles an hour, let alone like 100 miles an hour on a HST or something, why would you want to? You're just there like... Your hat goes flying. That did happen to me once. Class 90 out of London Liverpool Street up to Norwich. We were coming out of just left a station, and I was like, well, we've not got up to speed just yet. So I went to peek out the window and I had a snap back on, and literally we were already doing like 70 miles an hour or so. Literally as soon as I even poked even an inch of my forehead out the window, it was just like, and I just saw it sail off down the tracks and then settle on the other line. I was like, no, my hat. So nowadays I practice good hat wearing. But we're supposed to be slowing down to 70 miles an hour in a moment, so I think we'll just coast. Lift and coast. And just admire. Admire the machine. It's beautiful. There are just certain things in life that just look right, you know? Oh, coming through another station. Don't know which one this is. Newington, maybe? I think it's Newington. Anyway. Through the centre. Some Dopplage is happening. Oh, perfect. We coasted down to the right speed. Oh, what's that? W for whistle? Well, this loco hasn't got a whistle. It's got a horn, though. It's a bit of a wonky horn. It's old. The lever for the high tone's a bit knackered. It's run out of air in the horns. You do get that at some old preserved locomotives where you can tell the horn's a bit knackered. It hasn't been refilled with air. It's just like... It really has lost its squeaker. I love that, though. It's part of the charm of old locomotives as well. You still get it today now, I guess. There's all sorts of different like looks and designs and stuff still, but especially on old locomotives. Like old steam locos, I always loved the fact that every company had... Sorry, I've been distracted by the thrash again. It's not what it's like to be a Metallica fan. Yeah, what was I saying before I got completely distracted? Distracted by this. Yes, the unique identity of old locomotives, especially old steam locos. You'd have this thing where, like, all the locos of the different companies would have different whistle sounds. So, especially with the Big Four, where you had the Southern Railway, the Great Western Railway, the London Midland and Scottish Railway, and the London North Eastern Railway, each one, their locos would have different whistle sounds. So, the Southern Railway had, like, a distinctive, like the noise you hear on, like, a Bully Pacific. The Great Western Railway had a pretty loud, sharp sound. The LMS always had this kind of like cooing sound. It almost sounded like an owl. Like you'd have this massive Pacific Intercity Express locomotive going on at like 70 miles an hour, and it would go hoo, hoo, like that, and you're like, what? That is not the noise that should be making. It was like a gentle giant whistle. It was lovely. And even when BR started making their own steam locos in the 50s and that, they had their own whistle and that, so everything had a unique design to it. Meantime, I'm not sure where that branch goes. I want to know. Someone in our live studio... Oh my god, I've just realised we need to slow down in a minute. We need to slow down, like, right now, actually. Right now. We do need to slow down right now. On the Lost It Squeak a bit. Yeah, like, exactly like Wheezy from Toy Story. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. We aren't going to slow down in time, are we? Definitely turned... Oh, no. Oh, no. Alright, hold on to your hats. This is going to get a bit rough again. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, that's the branch to Sheerness on sea. Okay. Okay. Oh, wobbly. Wobbly. Okay. Yep. We're fine. We're okay. Right, there we go. We're okay. We can release the brakes now. Release our sphincters. And in fact, we've just come to a complete stop in the platform, so what we're actually going to do is give everyone a display of thrash. Actually, there's a red signal up ahead anyway. And now it's green. Ah, that's the branch to Sheerness on sea. Okay. That was one of, yeah, that would make sense, yeah. On that branch is the least used station in Kent, Swale, which is literally a station built in the middle of nowhere, next to a road bridge. It's just like a platform, and you're like... The next station is Swale. Change here for literally nothing. Okay, so, just trundle through. Trundle through Sittingbourne. Nothing doing here. We didn't suddenly get routed into platform 3 at the last moment. Anyway, we're through. We should be able to speed up in a minute, hopefully. Hopefully once we get through the next signal. We're still at 15 miles an hour. It feels like we're walking. Oh, here we go. 80 miles an hour. You know what time it is, don't you? It's time I leant on the throttle handle quite a bit. What this loco does is turn diesel into noise. Oh, we got a follow. It's Ben Kirby. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Currently, we're thrashing along in a Class 37, heading towards Faversham on a rail tour. It's a grand time. Eat Spin Kirby redeemed stretch. Oh, that's good. I needed that. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, this is our train. It's beautiful. It's spectacular. It's very loud. I love it very much. Never talk to me or my loud, rumbly uncle ever again, because I can't exactly call this my son, can I? Oh my god! It's so loud! There's a reason they call it thrash, because they open up like a thrash metal vocalist. It's like, oi! Bread-faced Bob. It does look like a loaf of bread at the front. And you can tell directly that this locomotive is from the Tees Valley line route. Not just because if you've played the Tees Valley line, you'll have literally seen it. But you see on the side there, that's a good screenshot. Oh, that's a good screenshot right there. You see on the side there, that depot plaque on the just under the cab window. That is, so there was all kinds of depot plaques that locos in the 80s, I believe, were given. And they all corresponded to their home depot. Now that is the emblem of what I believe is Thornaby Depot, which, surprise, surprise, is on the Tees Valley area. Is in the Tees Valley area, and it's Kingfisher, and I can't remember why it's a Kingfisher. There's a cool story behind some of them. Stuart's Lane had the towers for Battersea Power Station as the emblem. Eastleigh, I definitely remember, because that one was literally a Spitfire, because it was near the old factory where the Spitfires were built. So 4 is a good cam to see the plaque. Camera 4's not doing anything. You might be thinking of 2. There it is. Right in the wide open spaces again. This is where this machine thrives. Some industrial estates down there. One is named Concrete Bob, I remember from an old stream. It is! Well remembered. That'd be 37425. And I believe Concrete Bob is the nickname for Sir Robert McAlpine, who I believe is the head of, that's a good question, I'm trying to remember, a big construction company of some kind. Sorry, the sign said I needed to whistle, so, you know, I was only doing what it told me to. Yeah, safe to say we're not going to be on time with Faversham, and I don't think any of the spotters on board are going to really care, because they're having a grand old time thrashing along behind an old Class 37, and so am I, really. What does the blue and yellow decal on the side of the train stand for? That, so the two-tone grey livery was a late 80s British Rail thing, and it was basically for freight locos. Basically that said, this is a freight locomotive, and various different colour panels would represent what sector of freight each one was, and I can't remember which one was which. Hang on, we've got, oh no, yes. Probably my favourite train because its engine is related to aircraft, as in the Vulcan. Hang on a sec. Oh, we've got another station here. You know what that means. You know what time it is. If you're a spotter out here for the 37, make some noise. We've just earned someone loads of clicks on YouTube. Well happy with that. Hang on. Unless someone in the chat wants to look this up for me, I am on my phone and driving. Unless I'm remembering wrong, this is the Napier engine. No, this isn't a Napier engine. You're thinking of the Deltic, I think. Yeah, no, this isn't. This is an English electric locomotive. So it was built by the same people that made the Vulcan and the Lightning aircraft. Rail freight decals. No, these are all decals for models. Good question. I'll tell you what. We'll get to our destination and I'll have a look for you. Because I know they all stand for something. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Meantime, actually, you know what? That's even better. Construction sector. There you go. Thank you, Ryan Barker. There you go. So that'd be construction sector. So presumably, what, cement? That'd be the sort of freight it would be carrying. Oh yeah, everything about this is just lovely. Everything about this makes me very happy. I like Class 37s. I don't know if I've ever told you this. Like, probably my top 3 favourite locomotives, or trains in general, are the 50, the 37, and the HST. Bing, bang, bong. There you go. If we're including steam locomotives, that's why the Tees Valley has steel trains on it. There you go. The more you know. There you go. See? We're all learning something today, including me. Meantime. And then, hey, there you go. My granddad worked on the US licensed version of the English electric Canberra. Or Canberra. Nice. That's very cool. That is very cool. 1.7 miles to go until Faversham. I don't want it to end. I don't want this rail tour to end. Can we not keep going? Just go on to Dover. No, we're not actually stopping at Faversham after all. Oh, we do have to start slowing down now. And if we've learned something, if we've learned anything so far on this tour, it's that slowing down, you kind of need to give it a bit more time than I've been giving it. It's a big heavy train and a big heavy loco with big spongy brakes. Okay, we're down past 60 miles an hour anyway. There we go. Please. Is the AWS isolated? I assume so. You know, it's not been warning me about that. Let's just idle and cruise into Faversham, shall we? That's how you make an entrance. I can't wait for August. I'm going on the South Devon Railway. Hey! Inspired by my video, or were you planning on doing that anyway? Either way, correct decision. It's a lovely railway. Which you should totally watch my video of. Plug to plug. Anyway. Trundling through. Faversham's not far up here. Oh, we've got... Okay, we need to stop at the platform dead on. So what I'm actually going to do is put the brakes on a tiny bit and pull the throttle off. No. Trundling in. Trundling in. We're slowing down nicely. Both. Oh, so you wanted to go already, and then my video was like a reminder. You're like, oh yeah, I've always wanted to go there. I will. Make it so. And that's what I did there. Which train had the Deltic? Because that's an amazingly over-engineered unit. You mean the Deltic locomotive, which had the Napier Deltic engine. Class 55, yeah, that's the one. Okay. We are now arriving into Faversham Station, and we're arriving in style. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Would you want to arrive any other way? I think not. Maybe on time, but, you know. You should have realised this when you realised that I was driving your train. Okay, can we not... Let's just not overshoot the end. We're going to pull up short. But it's not going to matter. Does not matter. So let's unlock the doors. Unlock the doors. Put the brakes on. And then open the door. Get on the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur. Which is kind of what I've done today. This is a big old T-Rex. Look at it there. Oh, yeah. I can't express how much I love. Look at it. The thickness, the power, and yes, probably experiencing the Wherry Line's short set probably helped. And that. Oh, there you go. There's a nice little picture for you. There we go. Welcome to Faversham, and there's a 37 there. Wait a minute. Something's not right about this image. Oh, look, that's the old water tower over there. Look at that. So there you go. There's a demonstration of what used to have been here. So through here, there's a footbridge up there. That's the old water tower. So there's now a road and houses on it. So there you go. Do I prefer the 37 with a plough or not on the front? I do like the look of them with the plough on the front. So that's a plough, etc. I think we need to be sat in the cab to close the doors. So there we go. And that'll do it. That'll do it for our rail tour run. We got a gold medal out of it as well. There we go. I was surprised. I didn't think we would. Maybe they didn't knock that many. Hang on, where? Let's just spot here, by the way, on the graph. So the green line is our speed. The red line is the actual speed limit prevailing. So here we go. We're kind of at the speed limit there. And then sudden drop. We kind of were behind the curve on that one. And then we're slowly picking up. We kind of stopped a bit there as well. And then slowly picking up, slowing down, and then up again. And then, oops, suddenly. But you know what? Nobody cared. Everyone enjoyed it. Everyone had a fun time. And, well, that'll be it. That'll be that for today. This will be heading back up to London. Well, back up to Gravesend, at least, at some point soon. Meantime, I'm off into Faversham to find a nice little cafe. It's a rather nice little town, Faversham. I know it quite well. So, yeah, we'll be back later to pick this up, probably. But, meantime, I'm off for tea and scones, however you pronounce that. And I hope you've enjoyed today's run. I hope you enjoyed today's ASAM Plays video. And I certainly have, because how can you not when you're driving one of these magnificent things? So, all that remains for me to say is that if you've watched this live on Twitch, thank you very much for hanging out. Appreciate that. If AJ had a train version of 7 Minutes in Heaven, this train would be it. Yeah, you're not wrong. So, yes, if you were part of the live studio audience, if you will, on Twitch, thank you for hanging out. If you have watched this video on YouTube, I appreciate it just as much. Thank you so much. Give this video a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. Comment, subscribe if you're new. Consider becoming a member on YouTube or a patron if you want to support making the continued production of videos, shall we say. And, yeah, I'll see you guys next time along the way.